the memes tells the story. This war has many shades. We'd wake up every morning, and before I'll join the fleet, I'll take a swig from last night's big wave that's sitting on the desk. Feed up a new ship and then be on the way. I've bridged far and wide, and we killed many ships. We were guided by an FC team, saw beauty in the comms. I heard the tales of many lives, told a few stories of my own. I had gay camps all around me, so I was never alone. Watching newbies showing up, other newbies growing up. Sometimes they were so messed up they didn't have a clue. I am saying the war is over, we waited with all of you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. This shot's for the mighty FCs, the whelps, the winds and piracy. This shot's for the mentors that raise beasts, taught you to face that with bravery. This shot's for our favorite game, out in space even if it lags. This shot's for our alliance home, with pride we defend it to the grave. Watching newbies showing up, other newbies growing up. Sometimes they were so messed up they didn't have a clue. I am saying the war is over, we waited with all of you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. Cool's Wars means the most to me, defending here for eternity. Newbies that stays the course, grow to an almighty force. Every beat that shines down from above, I sign and seal these words in blood. I heard them once and get a song, it played again and we sang along. Every busy with me, even if you're gone, you always be welcome back. On Sworn will remain strong. Watching newbies showing up, other newbies growing up. Sometimes they were so messed up they didn't have a clue. I am saying the war is over, we waited with all of you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. With pride I'll fight side by side with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. I've been sitting over here in a fleet with you. In a fleet with you, in a fleet with you. Signed and sealed in blood, I will die alongside all of you.
Oh God,
Okay, this is mine.
please no.
The
Sorry,
only
what-
reason why we still have that Keep Star is because Theta protected that I have way back when they were in Quirius.
There you go. Welcome to the show.
And then Black Ops took over after that.
They just talk. That's all they do.
Isn't that how the show's supposed to start?
It
Is you come in the
absolutely
middle
is,
of a
but see,
conversation?
I'm supposed to like make fun of it, right? That's what I do,
okay.
right? So hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Moomin, thank you very much for pinging out the show link to T5Z. Thank you. Always appreciated, folks. I love that video. I love that song. Can you imagine? As that song was ending, I was just imagining. Like, when we're at the Goon dinner at Vegas and they play that song and it's the end of the song where they're going, goons. Can you see like a couple hundred goons just like drunk screaming that? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
I can't wait, folks. So, is it Mike's birthday again? Happy birthday, Mike.
Always my fucking birthday at this point.
Happy birthday, Mike. Hey, we have our pictures up, and Mike and I look
I did little pictures. I was like,
Oh,
I just want to say thank you, Eric, for putting me there on my own.
Putting you there. So I didn't look up RJ's, and then I didn't know Wild Arendis
you didn't put Arendis up.
I know he came in later while I was jamming to the song. See if you can see,
okay.
Caleb can see me during the song, and I'm just like jamming to the song.
Arendis,
yeah, I totally do that on purpose.
You did.
Arendis, you have a female picture too. I can't get the cross-armed pose as a female. Did you just do the same one where like the arms back kind of one? Victory pose? Or
it's the elbows out one.
yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
standard
rocking.
reverse pose. Yeah.
I'll do those pictures better.
Well, the guys have the arms crossed, and I can't do that.
I know.
so-
I know.
You get the.
They did not think that through when they.
It's the patriarchy at work. What can I tell you?
Fucking assholes. Let me cross my arms.
Mike's is good. I like Mike's. Mike's like badass.
Did you see Mike and I have the same jacket?
I noticed. I have that jacket too.
I spent 3 years trying to get that jacket.
Really? I got it in like 3 days when I joined a
That's
certain
'cause
organization.
they discontinued them about a week after I joined.
Wow.
And so then they became really expensive / hard to get, and the one finally came available at a reasonable price. I look so good.
What group? How?
It doesn't exist.
Going. So anyway, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no recollection of that, Senator. I see Caleb is on mute. Not sure what he's doing over there.
Not much. It's just that I have voice activation right now, so I'm mute when I don't want you guys
Voice
hearing me
activation.
cough and stuff.
So I'm sitting here going, I mean, I don't know.
Doesn't the server refuse voice activation though?
No.
No.
Fine.
No.
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm push to talk. I'm just talking.
Because we're actually adults and we don't talk over each other too badly like they do on
Bullshit.
other shows.
What? Are you new
Open
here?
the door. Open the door.
Yes,
We're pushing
it's
and
a very
talking,
ironic
baby.
title more than anything else.
Hey, somebody did follow us. I got to look up top here as we were coming on live. Aragorn 242 is one, and G Pangman. Thank you for the follows. So yeah, so we're good. I originally wasn't supposed to be here this week. McLeod was gonna do the show, and it's a good thing that I'm here because McLeod's not even here.
I was waiting for someone to notice it.
Good thing he was in charge. Let me tell you. Shit. No, I actually won't be here next week now because my kid goes to a college that said, "Oh no. This is Thursday." Right? Thursday night at about 7 p.m. we get an email. We don't want anybody to come back to college. There's been a little COVID outbreak. He goes to a college where they have a 7th through 12th grade also on the same campus that they have. And they said there's been a breakout at the academy of COVID. We don't want them to come back for another week. And then, you're not going to be in the same. Then to yesterday, they go, you're not going to be in the same dorm room. So all your stuff that was in your old dorm room, we moved to your new dorm room. Okay, because they also have like apartments on campus. So they're going to have apartments, we think maybe with the kitchen in them and some other stuff. And so he's going to a cooler building.
Yeah, but he's also going to have to like figure out what exactly the fuck they did with all of the stuff that he had there that presumably he knew where it was, and now it's just going to be in like random boxes.
No.
They're all
Sharing a room with someone.
Hey,
like,
No,
It's-
it'll be hung up.
mess.
It'll
No,
be hung
can
up.
he stream an unboxing party? Like, it'll be a whole event.
We weren't
You
allowed.
want to know what's in anything?
Yeah, we weren't allowed to the room last time, but maybe. No, the only thing that they left, they brought everything home last semester. They told us to because we brought them home early. I was down in Alexandria, and I just drove right over to get them. The
Wait,
only
why
thing
didn't you just send Brisk to get him?
I mentioned to Brisk, I'm going to be somewhere. You want to get together? I did get together with my longtime friend Morden Mandar for dinner. It was great. It was a great dinner we had. It was nice meeting him face to face. It was fantastic. But Bruce like, I'm busy or something. I don't know what it was. And then he acted like, he probably just didn't realize what I was telling him at the time. And then he says, what, you're there? Oh, and I'm like, too late, I'm leaving. So
There's a very simple answer as to what Brisk was busy with.
he didn't want to hang out with me.
and-
You know it. You know it.
No. The answer is that Brisk was busy under his stairs huffing glue.
Huffing glue. I actually, I
Hold on. Why are we insulting Brisk right now?
We're not
for,
really.
For
We're not.
anyone
No, it's a
who
joke.
yeah.
doesn't appreciate what that means, Brisk has recently got into
Glue huffing.
Model ship
Well,
building.
yeah.
Scale
Oh, yeah,
model
okay.
building.
yeah, scale models of warships. So he's turned his basement into a workshop, and yeah, apparently he's very excited about glue at the moment.
So what you're
I'm
saying
sure he'll
is
tell you more about that on the Meta Show.
he's now Mittens' slave for making ship models for his fish tanks, right?
No, you don't
Well,
want
that's
that.
a-
I don't.
You
I don't
want those
think that's
models in a
occurred
fish
to
tank.
them yet.
Yeah. You know what? He's going to make one of those ones that bubbles and splits and then comes back down and the bubbles build up and it opens. Yeah. No, I actually
Why
hooked
would
Brisk
that?
up with a buddy of mine that I went to high school with on Facebook. And he does a lot of World War II models, planes and things like that. So I said, you two need to hook up and share stories and methods. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, but anyway. Yeah, so we'll see if we go next week even to take my son back to college, and hopefully McLeod or somebody will be hosting, but I will not be here.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I should be able to.
Oh, look, there he is.
Oh,
You know, your picture's
There he
not
is.
up because you weren't here earlier, so tough shit.
That's okay.
Oh God, McLeod's gonna be charged. He's not gonna let any of us talk.
Oh my God, the show goes so much smoother when McLeod's in charge. You guys don't understand. He's like professional. He knows how to do shit. He's not like me.
I have a new producer for my show.
You
Yeah,
actually
Dawn,
have
if
a
you
producer.
wish to speak,
We have
if
Caleb.
anybody wishes to speak, if anybody wants the particular talking stick next week, then you're gonna have to pay me in bits in some way, shape, or form.
Bits.
Can I point?
Bitcoin.
Can we get a little
Let me
stick in
find
front
out.
of our characters that we can move on the screen to indicate who's like got the stick?
McLeod, do you take GameStop shares?
God damn it, Caleb! You beat me to it.
hang on. If I give you some bits, do I get a skin?
Get that nose.
So
No, but you can have the chance to win a skin, Dave.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's enough.
that's the key thing here that makes it okay.
you know, this is when Mifune is a little young, guys.
No,
And
Mifune is still gonna be the tech man, but for production, I'm gonna have Greg Haza is gonna be joining. He's gotten the roles already.
Nice.
So we'll see how it goes. But he's been actively volunteering to like help out the show and stuff on his own because he just wants to see it do well.
Yeah.
So he's been getting guests. And so if you want to be on Theta Thursday, reach out to Greg Haza because I don't have the brain. I don't have the gumption to go look around for people anymore.
There you
So-
go. It's hard. Yeah. No.
Are we
I was going
allowed
to
to
say
just turn up if we want?
Some of you can.
this is.
I can finally drag people now on the channel too. That's a change.
Ooh.
Dawn has a select list of people who she will allow to
Yeah.
turn up just off the cuff, and none of you can know none of us can know who it is. You know, you just
Short
gotta run your luck.
I
was
mean, I love it,
extremely-
right? I love that only some of you can.
I was extremely tempted to come onto the recent Theta Thursday.
You should have. We were just
because
shooting
it would have
the
been
shit.
funny. Because you would have had me and Jay Amazingness there, and it would have been funny, like having people actually hear the difference between me and his voice.
Yeah,
You are. I wasn't even thinking about that, and you just put that in my head. I was like, you and Jay really are. You and Jay are kind of like not gonna
very
lie. Just-
similar tones. Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking Americans.
I just have to
fucking
sound a bit more
Americans.
bored.
So
No,
just
it's
to be
not.
clear,
It's not like I'm. No, it's
Jay,
not like I'm
Jay's voice
saying.
is a little deeper, and he sounds a little bit more bored. And really, the only real similarity is you both have a kind of soft quality to your voices.
Yeah. Very
There we
soft.
go.
so
Like
to
cotton.
understand this right, McLeod is Jay, I am Jin. Who is Dirk and Dave?
Dave is silent.
Well,
so
Silent
I
Dave?
think-
No, it's Bob that's silent, right?
What the fuck
Yeah,
does that make
Jay
me,
and
Jay?
Silent Bob?
Oh, we do have a Jay
I
and
think that
Silent
would
Bob
make
then.
me Jay, right? But I think Arendis needs to be Silent Bob, really.
that'll never
Hey,
happen.
Caleb, I mean, if you're talking like
you
the
have
way you
no
talk,
idea, Caleb.
it reminds me of
Yes,
like
I
when
do.
it
You
remind-
already told me.
Caleb when he's talking about Eve reminds me when about Tuzzy when he's talking about the weather.
Tuzzy's voice is good.
Okay, we're officially down the rabbit hole, chat. Like,
So
I don't know where we're going, but it can't be a good destination.
It's scary. But no, what I was saying earlier is, Mifune's a little, on the young side. When he posts a meme in staff only, which kind of has, the hot chick, and she goes, "So wait, you'd rather sing shanties with the boys instead of having sex with me?" And then, the next part goes, the guy starts singing, "What will we do with a drunken sailor?" Right? No, the answer to that question is, you sing sea shanties and still have sex with her. I don't know. He's young. Dumb joke. Didn't work. All right.
I thought they were mutually exclusive.
I don't know.
When did we put this show on cringe mode?
The moment I joined.
I'm just.
And Brisk
I
said
don't
balls.
know, Caleb.
Balls.
This is.
Balls.
Like I say,
Kettlebells.
we're down the rabbit hole and nobody knows where we're going.
We're going.
Like,
Okay,
this
so,
is just
oh,
weird.
hey,
Are we gonna hit the big
shiz-
news today?
What's the big news? What's the big news?
I mean,
Big news.
Really big news from Dawn.
Really big.
Really
Or
big.
really big.
news- big
Really-
news
how big is it, Don?
T-Bots in Twitch chat.
It
Big
is-
news is T-Bots in Twitch chat, who is.
Oh, the big
watching for
news.
The first time watching Zagoon.
What?
the big news. You
Welcome.
mean
He's watching
the,
as a
you mean the
goon.
big news.
Yeah.
You do mean the big news, right? The big
The
news.
big,
The big
huge.
news. The
Huge.
huge news. The news that Sothra still got his name on the Eve launcher.
What?
That is
we
actually
stop
impressive.
Stroking his ego.
Hold it. Is it still
That
there?
is pretty
As long as it's only
impressive.
his ego you're stroking.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, it's top news on the top news
I
on
mean,
the
look,
Angry Games
Big news.
Going to
Rebirth.
verify.
They have a horrible font choice, though.
Bad font. Did they use Sothra Sob, Sothra Seal, or Sothra Sil?
No, it says brought to
I-
you by Sothrasil on the graphic.
Nice.
I so wished it would have been Sothra
yeah,
seal with a
fucking-
little seal.
I know.
Speak of the devil.
You streak his ego and he fucking shows up.
Drink his ego.
Hello, Sothrasil.
Sothra Seal. Oh,
we
Sothra
have
Seal. What?
Sothra
What have you?
Sil.
What?
Hey,
so
he is
just
the,
to answer
he's the
something for
man
you,
of
Eric.
many names.
Yes, Eric. Just to answer something for you.
What?
Yes, he is still at the front of the Eve launcher because we don't get any damn dev blogs anymore.
Bum, bum, bum.
No. This is actually how it happened. CCP
Very
Aurora,
strategic.
CCP Aurora planned this out weeks ahead, right?
Okay.
That she would drop this news on a Friday because nothing happens over the weekend, so that it stays up
That's
the
fair.
whole weekend.
There you go.
That's fair.
Thank you,
And I
CCP
would
Aurora.
just like to say, I would just like to say
This is
that
awesome.
I
Oh, we do
really
love it.
love, I really do love the job that Aurora's been doing on some of these dev blogs. There's a lot of understated shit that is entirely her.
You can request CCP devs now more easily to come on shows. Which dev would you guys think would be the most fun to have on this show and then conversely Theta Thursday?
Let's be real. On this show, we have to go for the head and get Hilma.
Okay, that's not an option.
No, we just got pants.
We've done this.
No, we want fun.
We've
From
done this
experience.
before.
There is only one dev who has been on shows before and has done something that could be considered like to showcase fun, and that particular thing was shaving his hair off.
Someone just dropped this in chat. Get CCP Garden, even though he no longer works at CCP.
Oh yeah.
No,
That'd be cool.
there's actually a list of like you can request any of these in the certain Discord that we've got. So that's why I was wondering. It's like Phoebix and Aurora and
Can we get the art
Convict.
team again? Because the last time we had the art team, pretty
that
good.
was fun.
Yeah, they're
From
going
experience,
The art team has shown some cool shit, so.
from experience, I'd say the most fun were the devs we least expected it from. Like
let me
the
see.
sound team, for example.
Hold on, I got
Oh, yeah, they were fun.
Alpha, Aperture, Aurora, Convict, Ice Cream, and Spider.
Pretty cool.
Aperture might be cool. Get Razorian in here to see how he's adjusting
sure.
and what it's like as a relatively new guy there.
Would that make us the first Eve Media group to interview him as a CCP dev, by the way?
I don't know.
That's a possibility, actually.
Probably. And
We
you
just
know,
like
you know
fun
what the
people.
best thing about that is? You can just ask Razorian if he wants to come on the show on the INN Discord.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but
You know?
Yep.
But now that he represents CCP, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I think
his
he'd need to
rules
get
are
it
on
cleared.
media.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
he'd
well,
need to
you
get
get
it
it.
cleared.
I'm sure he would need to get it cleared. But
There's
you
a
know.
way to request. I think it's probably through Aurora, right?
It's a form you can fill out now. So
Right.
Okay. There's
Look
a
at stuff.
form. There's a form. Is it in triplicate?
I don't know.
Only if you do it
Has it
3
been-
times.
Has it been buried, lost?
The carbon
No,
paper.
it
Does
is
have a carbon
actually
paper, or is
easier
it
to find
pressure
now.
sensitive?
They've made a CCP partner Discord for all of us to be able to communicate with them and with each other more easily, and to push out things that we need to know as CCP partners, but don't want to like spread to the world yet.
Yeah, I
so.
need to pay more attention to that.
And Aurora's in there like a fucking baller, just like chit chatting with all of us. It's great.
Awesome.
Okay, but anyways, the other huge news
Huge.
is this is shook Reddit this morning, which is great. Is Siberian Squad is coming to hang out with the Imperium again.
Ooh.
Again.
Well, they were +5 blue to us when they lived in Fountain until we bought half a Fountain, and then they moved up by Iron Guard or whatever. It wasn't Iron Guard, was it? Whoever was
Iron Armada.
Iron Armada. There we go. Okay, Iron Armada on the northern half of Fountain, so they moved up there because they used to be in the Y2 pocket. Oh, how things have changed. So now Siberian
Dawn Massacre history is always fun.
No, it allows you guys to feel better about yourselves by like correcting me. So it's for you guys. Makes you guys feel smart. So they're moving down to Quirius now instead of up with Banderlogs. So which is
Well,
an
Redline's
interesting move.
excited. Redline's excited. He's excited to go kill them. So he's excited.
No, he didn't say kill them. He said kill their coalition again.
Oh,
Which might be slightly harder to do this time. Come on, Redline. Realistic expectations.
remember,
Never
we're
know.
gonna destroy goons. They're gonna be gone.
So I'm excited about this because we, having more people in different time zones than what we normally have is always good. And they're going to be helping out with Quirius because Severance is getting real uppity over there. So
uppity.
I was gonna say it's gonna be nice having Hanzo, in China TZ and late China, early Russian TZ, because he comes up with some crazy shit and tries some crazy shit, and you need people like that. If you don't have people who are gonna think out of the box, you really don't have a lot of people then. You need some people who are out of the box thinkers. Even if they lose some tweets, they find these crazy fucking ideas, and if they work, it's hilarious to watch. And I love those kind of weird ideas.
And if they don't, then it's good Reddit gold, right?
I don't care about Reddit, Dawn. Like, you forget that I really don't care.
You're supposed to play with it. Come on, Mike. You're supposed to go with it. It's a joke.
Whatever.
Yeah, come on, Mike. You're supposed to buy into the desperate pleas for attention.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, this also begs the question, has Siberian Squad fully moved out of Tenerifis already?
No. And you say this literally as I'm having this conversation with someone somewhere else, that do we have access to their structures?
I mean, have you had a look at that corner of space lately?
It's fucking.
I'm trying to avoid that topic.
Yeah, why?
Then why did you bring it up?
Yeah,
I didn't.
I say Amencia is dead. Like,
Amencia has always been dead.
it's even deader than it was before, Soph.
It's a black void now.
Yeah, basically.
Much.
I mean, the only region more dead than Amencia is Scalding Pass?
Nope. There is nowhere more dead than Amencia. Soph, I flew through there earlier as a joke, having a look after a few of us talked about Soph, and there were more of our people in hostile Sov over there than there were hostiles.
It's like,
yeah, but have you ever flown through Scalding Pass? Because you can go like 10, 15 systems without like meeting anyone.
That's the same with Amencia. That's the same with. Dude, there's literally more cloaky camping goons in Impasse than there is like legacy members in Impasse right now. Like,
I mean, I flew into the fed up capital of Amencia. There was more of our side than theirs. I flew into the Warped Intentions capital in Amencia, and there was more of us than them. And it's just like, what the fuck's going on? I thought you guys were fine, right? Right?
I'm good.
Oh, Warped Intentions. Oh, have you talked about that already?
We don't have.
Whoa!
Not yet.
Jesus Christ, guys! We're 32 minutes into the show. We're not.
I know this is a lot of E
Yeah.
for 32 minutes in. I mean,
We've blasted through a hell of a lot of topics very quickly here. Where's
Well,
our
they
cooking section?
they kind of flow into each other. Come on.
They all work
Where's-
together.
No. Need to take a break. Cooking section. We can come back.
Well, I'm
Who's had fun cooking
starving.
this week?
Oh, we're gonna make some Mongolian beef tonight with my mom's Instapot for the first time. So
Ooh, is it first time using the Instapot or first time?
yeah,
doing it?
first time Instapot.
You
So
will love it.
well, so
Do
she
you-
got
do
it,
you
but
have-
she's had it for a year and she's never tried it because she's scared. She's like, it's so complicated. I'm
No.
like, just read the book, Mom. I'm sure we can figure it out.
No,
so
it's super easy.
yeah, that's what I try
Once you
to
do your
tell her.
first
but-
one.
Really an inconvenience?
Huh?
Do you have the prerequisite Mongol?
No.
And she does.
I'll
and
have to go
he's
find one.
beefy.
I'll have to go find it. So I'm bringing my rice cooker to make the rice, and then she'll be making the Mongolian beef. She's like, send me and we thought the recipe was going to be harder, but like I just screenshot. It was like the only thing she had to buy was rice wine. So
Yes,
and
very
everything
important
else
for the
we have.
rice.
no, it's for the sauce on the Mongolian beef.
You need a little rice wine to get the sticky rice.
You have to have the right grains. Actually, I do have the right rice for that. Actually, I have sushi rice, but I don't.
Yeah.
I just like rice as rice. I'm one of the weird ones. I just like to eat rice,
I do
maybe
too,
with a little
yeah.
soy sauce.
You
know,
this is some people think this is gross, but it's also kind of good with a little ketchup.
Yeah.
It is. Trust me, rice and ketchup is good.
And I thought I was weird. Literally, on one of my cruises,
And rice and
one
sugar.
year,
Rice and sugar.
I've heard that one before. That's still a little odd. But on one of my cruises one year, we were on Holland America,
Mhm.
which is old people, but it's not like 50s, 60s. It's like 70s, 80s, even 90-year-olds. So like they take 3 hours to get through dinner because there's nothing else going on the ship. And the appetizers are usually so like weird or frou-frou-y. I'd look at the menu and be like, I just want a plate of white rice with some soy sauce. And they looked at me like,
Are you
okay,
fucking crazy?
Yeah,
heathen.
And 5 lobster
the
tails.
dinners were good. Like, don't get me wrong here. We did that. Anytime lobster was available, we'd get 2. Each of us would get 2. So, and then my mom wouldn't eat hers, so she'd give it to my dad and I, and we'd split that. So,
nice. Like whole lobster or lobster tail?
It's just tails. Yeah,
tails. Okay.
Well, they used to always do lobster tails. Like they'd always have lobster night one night a week of the cruise.
Right.
But then, like, it started getting too expensive because you could order as much as you wanted, as long as you could like fit it in your face. Right. So they started limiting it, except for certain cruise lines. So.
Yeah, I've got to ask, given the events with GameStop lately, right? Did anyone get rich enough to buy us a cruise ship so we can have a goon meet on one?
It's really not that expensive. Okay, I used to be a travel agent for like 4 years.
No,
I can get us a group
literally
rate.
buy us one.
You can
a full ship.
It wouldn't be that hard to buy a full ship.
I think they spent.
The Amsterdam boat was bad enough.
I think they've spent most of that money that they made from GameStop sort of sales on like purchasing like maybe 2, possibly 3 RTX 3090s.
If you can find them.
I did not play the. There'll be no articles, right? So when I was reading the original articles, right, some people are like, "Man, I'm holding out till it hits $1,000 a share," and I'm sitting there going, "Man, you're gonna be holding the bag." How many people are holding the bag on that one that just lost crazy money? I mean, but the hedge funds did really well. There's a number of hedge funds that actually played that run, and probably stoked the flames there as high as it did. But yeah, you needed to be out of that before the news broke.
Well, I mean, you had a bit of time afterwards, but
a lot of bag holders, trust me. The smart ones were. I read an article about a college kid who made 200 and something thousand on it, and he did it right. As it rose, he bought low, he sold his first one, then he bought back in, then it went up higher, and he sold those, and he bought back in and sold those. Right, that's the way you do it.
I was going to say, if he's a college kid, he probably would have bought. He probably was. He probably worked at GameStop at one point and was forced to buy shares at some point.
He just bought them. He had $4,000 he invested in doing his own thing, and then he had $2,000 left, and he threw it into the GameStop. I don't know if it was 500 or what. And
I buy shares of GameStop, Mom. You can't stop me. It's my money. I'll do what I want with it.
Well, yeah, and Redline's right too. I mean, you really get fucked on the you do get fucked on the taxes for those because you're holding less than 12 months, right? So there's a challenge.
See, that's why I love just being in the UK. We don't get taxed on half of that.
Yeah, particularly day trading, it's taxed. So, and just because it's capital gains, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you're still only taxed on the actual
lawsuit on
profit.
Robinhood will go nowhere.
You're only taxed on the realized profits, not on. So it's really not that difficult or strange. I don't see why people bitch about being taxed.
Right.
So there, Dirk, are you happy now?
Because people bitch about being taxed, Gil.
I bitch about being taxed a lot.
Of course, if you don't get anything for it, I can see why you get pissed.
Yeah. It's my money. I made it. I'm not going to have you take it and provide services for me if I need it.
Yeah, it's a little different than that. So anyway, so we talked about Eve. We had Instapot talk, right? By the way,
I have a small piece of news that's related to the last weekend show.
Like the minnow news, because she had like the "I'm fishing for really big fish" news.
No, I just wanted to tell McLeod that aside from not knowing or understanding shorts, Billy also points out that I clearly don't understand bonds and war bonds either. So, I'm
I
completely
heard
ignorant.
about that. Yeah.
Can we please have some context for the uninformed?
Well, we were discussing the situation of actual the Imperium have indebted themselves, so they have to pay back all the money that they have gotten on the bonds, and of course that is partially true. But as I tried to explain to him, war bonds are a little bit different than, say, sovereign bonds. And even sovereign bonds actually do default at times. There's been a few times in history where that's happened. You see, when you lose completely, you're not necessarily, well, you are obligated, but you're not going to be able to pay back on your bonds. So you usually just default. There's a historical example with the Confederate States had to default on their bonds. So that happens, but of course he insisted that that's not possible and you can't do that. It's like
Anybody
EVE
can
Online,
default on anything they want.
Yeah, and in EVE Online there is pretty much zero repercussions from any sort of Ponzi's, scams, or defaults. So I'm just going to point out that
there's no EVE jail.
Exactly.
Well, no. I was going to say, what are you going to do? Declare war on me?
There's a reason why about 70% of all public offerings of any kind in EVE have been scams in one way or another. It's very rare that people actually honor their financial obligations.
I mean, the other thing as well, right, is Imperium war bonds, and they are Imperium war bonds, can only exist as Imperium war bonds for as long as the Imperium exists. And conversely, Tappy war bonds can only exist as Tappy war bonds for as long as Tappy exists. If Tappy folds...
They're testes.
Well, if I was a raiding company, I would potentially give the Imperium, in the case of actual tie or a win, I would rate them AAA. Whereas Tappy, regardless, I would rate them maybe 1A, and then I'm being nice. They are functionally, in my opinion, trash bonds. I don't think they're going to pay them out.
Hold
Honestly,
on, and just to be clear, Caleb, can we consider them a bit like what happened in 2008, where you've also got junk bonds mixed in from the smaller legacy alliances?
Oh God!
Well, the point is that
they're only an A rating or lower.
It's lower than A, but I was trying to be nice. It's just that I do not think that they are going to honor those bonds on the other side of the war. Well, unless of course they bail out now, and tuck tail and call it a day. But other than that, if they are suddenly 50% of their Titan fleet down, they're not going to be honoring these bonds. Whereas I do think that the Imperium would be able to do that. Because
Imperium's always had a really, really solid financial team.
Yeah, and as I said, jokingly, if there had been war bonds that I could have bought back in the Casino War, I'm sure they would be really valuable by now.
Yeah. Redline wants to know what you'd rate the Horde bonds.
Did Horde do war bonds too?
Is that like a stack of napkins where they just wrote their name on it or something?
No, it's the bonds give you a redemption for gabloons, which has a lowering trade rate. So you don't get one bond per certain number of gabloons. You only get like 90% of whatever you need to actually turn in your gabloons for something.
I'm not going to lie. I would rate Horde bonds higher than I rate test bonds, right? And Screaming PC, Screaming PC, IOUs are bonds from Evictus.
That's funny. I get it.
Though, if Fraternity wants to do some sort of meaningful IPO, I'd be happy to take a look at it and buy in.
I mean, let's be frank.
You want to buy in on frat bonds? They get neg walleted every other day.
Bonds. I want IPOs. I want actual shares.
shares
IPOs.
on a. But their corpse, their executor corp gets destroyed every other week. Like, why would you want to do that?
Have you seen their money making printer that goes brrr?
No, because guess what? Norris still owes Elon Knight 1 trillion ISK, so
my
until he
fucking
pays back
God.
his debt. And I'm gonna keep saying it until someone corrects me on it.
The thing is, Frat, I'd rate them probably A, right? Simply for the fact of ISK printer go brr. That said, yeah, the neg walleting would be a bit iffy.
Curemancer said something there.
What?
Frat's moving to Veil Tribute.
It sounds like it.
They've
Well, they
been
want
saying that
Losec.
for a while now.
Well, they're trying, but like the little plucky guys over there are fighting back. Why are there 78 people here? The fuck?
Huh?
Wait, what?
There's
I'm in
240.
HiSec.
Oh.
I'm in HiSec. So.
Oh, yeah, on your little, you know.
Why?
Wow, 78 people in HiSec. Phew.
You know what? I'm not actually surprised by Fraternity doing that, if that's true. That is a logical move. We have openly joked about it on this show before ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it's probably the smart thing to do is move somewhere where you've got low and high sec nearby to
You
get
have
all,
to.
all the ore types. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they base their supers out of like MO or like
Which they just put a Keepstar in.
well, there we go.
Mhm.
That's exactly the reason why they're putting it there, because they can actually from there they'll be able to actually cover with a super cap umbrella. I think it's like 9 systems, 9 low sec systems. So they'll be able to basically utilize those 9 low sec systems for mining crocite and that kind of stuff.
And hope Snuff doesn't come and bother them, because I'd love to watch Snuff and Frat go at it.
Are we gonna be putting on our silly hats and speculate on the news that is about to hit about the new quarter?
What is there? Oh, are they going to actually announce something
this
to do?
fabled quarter update.
Q5 or whatever.
There's an announcement about to hit that allegedly is going to blow people's mind a little bit. It's slightly controversial, is what I've heard.
But you don't know what it is. Don't fucking tease me, bro. What is the controversy?
Yeah,
Do we
don't
know?
tease
Yes
me,
or no?
bro.
Yes or no?
Seriously, Don, did we not establish in the last episode that you love edging? Why can
The
you
other
not
way.
take it if
I
you
don't.
give it?
I like to give
Hey,
it, not
hey.
take it.
It's a family show.
Since when has it been a
No, it isn't.
What the fuck?
I just like saying it.
No, I'm just curious because if something like the gravy train actually arrives, that would actually be kind of interesting to see if things start being completely upside down.
Caleb, the only thing the gravy train is coming at you for is to run you over. Like, it's not coming at you to deliver it. You're just gonna get hit by a
But
train. That's it.
Do we know,
you know-
what it's going to be alluding to at all, or we just know like, oh, it's spicy, and that's all
Well,
we got?
I think the way that they might have finished off the actual carrot that we've been talking about for almost 6
and
months
cayenne
now.
pepper.
Are we wait, Caleb? Like, I'm sorry to just quickly interject. Are you talking about a gravy train that is semi-permanent, or are we talking about the very fleeting gravy train that might end up like being completed?
Well, the point is that if anyone has actually followed Eve News for the last year, we've been in this. It was called scarcity. It's actually not scarcity. It's a famine. And on the actual dev blog that was published, there was talks of the new normal and the actual redistribution and redesign of resources, and that has been termed the carrot for quite a while now, and it has not appeared. So I would speculate that that is actually what's going to be in the quarter announcements, because it's about high time that it actually arrives. So yeah, I'm very excited about seeing what they've actually done, because apparently it's supposed to be a little bit controversial and people might actually be.
Hey, Caleb.
Controversial.
The big announcement
Well,
is
CCP.
the big announcement is they're cutting the output of all planetary interaction by 90%.
Oh
I
my
would not be
god.
shocked.
Could you imagine? Oh my god. I just started
I would
PI
not, I would
too.
not be against that.
The
Horrendous.
last bastion of, like, you know.
But you make almost no
Stay-
money on
stay
doing that
low.
anyways.
I just finished setting up 50 PI planets. I wouldn't be shocked if they did it now, because every time I set something up, they bloody nerf it.
It's not even like you make a ton of money.
Caleb just said that this is a famine, so they wouldn't give us a carrot. They would give us a potato.
Ah, yes.
No, because we're in a potato famine.
That's
I
the
do
joke.
like potatoes.
That is the joke. So, yeah, Caleb, what I was
With
alluding
the
to.
amount of
was
English people in the chat, I think that is almost a racial comment. So,
Yeah, fuck the English on that one. Jesus Christ.
Well,
My family left Ireland because the English wouldn't give us our own goddamn beef that we raised. That's why the potato famine was a problem. Don't give me the English on that one, dude.
There is no food for you.
I bet people. So if you had that particular phrase as part of your bingo card, then you can cross that one off. But I highly doubt it.
Someone
For this
mentioned
show.
Bastion in chat. I do want to give a little shout out to Carneros and the company and Delta Squad or whichever part of the squad's over there. They killed a Tatara, a Fortizar, a Raitaru, two Sino beacons, and one jump bridge all last night over in
And a pocket
Esoteria.
Is that all? Is that all?
Yeah.
That's
And
all.
a Nidhogger somewhere.
Chump change.
Just to be clear, that's more that died in Esoteria than died in Delve yesterday, right?
Yeah. I mean, let's not compare numbers here. Because, like, if they pull up our list and their list, our list still looks terrible. But I'm just saying, like, aren't you fighting us? So, you
Just
know,
to be
we've
clear,
made comments. We've made comments on how, like, Immensia doesn't look so good. Catch is like a fucking hellscape of small gang and medium gang warfare.
You mentioned
Impasse is a
Immensia again,
wasteland. And then
Mention
Esoter-
Immensia again. I'm going to give a shout out to Deepwater Hooligans and Center for some pretty damn good work over there burning that place.
Those guys deserve massive props for like everything that they're doing in Immensia at the minute. Like those guys are doing so much work.
I don't even know if that's sarcasm.
I'm just
No,
saying.
We never know with Dirk. We never know with Dirk.
I just love that they're getting all softened up for our counter invasion at some point.
Yeah.
And they just aren't like trying at all to prevent it. They're just like, it'll be fine. We're gonna move into Delve. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, it's not gonna be fine either way. Like, if you go home, your home's already half on fire, so you're gonna have to spend a lot of time patting it out.
Okay, now
And
can you
then-
fucking hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, there we
Are you-
fucking go.
Have you been
Jesus
trying to
Christ.
talk for like 20 minutes?
Yes, I was trying to say Bastion killed 73 bill worth of structures just in structures yesterday, with like 25 dudes with alts. So
Uncontested.
yeah, I know they attempted to contest. They tried to form. Test couldn't get enough numbers in fleet to fight 25 fucking dudes. So
I know how that feels.
25 dudes
Well,
blew up.
first of all, Tess can't win any fight until they have triple the numbers. So they would need to form 150.
There you go. There you go.
And at least 80 to 100 of those would have to be Horde as well.
Hey, you also, you also, yeah, I was gonna say, no, last time Test dropped Caps, Bastion completely memed on them. Are you kidding me? Like,
no, my guess though, so they should keep dropping capitals.
oh, if they keep dropping capitals, that is a completely valid strategy for them, as Manny loves to feed capitals.
Yeah. So there's a difference here in what Goons did, right, versus what they do over in Testland, right? So you hear Villy, and he's been on here saying it, right? You don't need so many structures. You don't need so many structures. You just need key structures where you need them, right? And that's what they've done over there in their land, right? Whereas Goons were like urban, suburban sprawl everywhere.
Everyone needs their own building. Stop touching my stuff.
yep,
You're
don't touch
ruining
my
my
stuff.
taxes. Fuck you all.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's
and
going
the,
on.
And the reason is because we knew anybody who comes in here has to go through the hell.
We picked up a ton of them too.
You
So-
have to get through them all. It's a defense mechanism that you've got to be here. If there were like 5, like Billy said, oh, you only need like 3 keep stars or whatever he made up in.
I think it was like
Delph.
5 keep stars or something.
Okay,
yeah,
5
right.
keep stars in Delph. You've got like multiple in some systems. What are you guys doing? You can't defend all that. It wasn't a function of defending it. It's you've got to get rid of it. And you've got to decide what you're going to do, and we'll decide what we're going to contest when we're going to contest it and not. I mean, M2, unimportant keep star.
No offense to the
Look
guys
what
that own
happened.
that.
Look what happened.
And now it gets a monument.
Yeah, now it
Which
gets
got
a
announced this
monument
week.
M2, right?
Really does not.
Yeah, that's right.
Whose
We
keep
knew
was that?
We knew there was sprawl out the ass of structures, and we didn't need them all, but we could have them, so we hated.
Oh, and
Who
And the-
originally owned the M2 keep?
Biggie's
hold
just
up, guys. I've apparently this has just been dropped to me in staff only. This has just been dropped to me. Apparently that was said a little while ago in the TIS Discord.
If we lose,
And
we don't have to
on
pay it
screen.
back.
To clarify for people watching while Eric gets it up on screen, this is
Oh, that's amazing.
This is Villy in the TIS Discord saying, if we lose, we don't have to pay it back.
To be fair,
With
though,
reference to the test war bonds, I assume.
So just out of interest, so for any people
Hold on, I'll
in
put it
test,
up on the screen here.
if you
in a little
suddenly
bit here.
see sort of like higher ups very disinterested in carrying on the war, then you know what's up.
Well,
You know
I
what's
think
up.
I will
It's
now.
basically
My
let's
new
not
rating
pay this
is
back.
my new rating for that is now an F. Right?
to be fair, though,
Junk
that's a
bond, junk bond.
beef-
No, we're not paying respects to that.
There
Sorry,
it
mate.
is. Let's see how big I can make it here.
But if we lose
Yeah,
as well,
that's
we're in the
the
same position because we'll be eradicated from the game. So it's it's the same for us.
We have intent of paying it back. They're openly stating
true.
that if they lose, they don't plan to.
Okay, were we even allowed to put that up there? I mean,
They can't
It
stop
was
you.
in TIS, right? So
It's in a public forum.
oh, it's in a public forum. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know where it
Yeah.
came from. There you go. There you go. Read it and weep. You know what? You know what? You know what this
That's-
phrase is? You know what this phrase is? This is motivation.
I just felt it.
You
The irony-
motherfuckers are not getting paid unless we win. So get your asses out there and win.
That'd be
That's-
very typical
right,
TPO.
right?
The irony is that
or
he
is it-
actually.
motivation.
Or is
The
it-
irony is that he was making fun of me, claiming that I don't know how bonds work because I pointed out that you can actually
Wait,
default on a bond, and now he suddenly just starts using it. It's like every single time he claims that something I point out financially is wrong, he ends up actually having to go back on it and correct it. It's
Hey,
I would-
This is a joke.
I would encourage people to go through that chat themselves because there's a lot more going on in that conversation. Because they're having like an active conversation right now. There's like a lot of things.
Well, let's put it this
But-
way. You know, it's either
Context
cracking
is
the whip-
always key, but like that singular thing just speaks volumes.
Hey, it's either cracking the whip and saying, you slaves, either work for me and do the shit that I'm going to say, okay? Or, we're not going to pay you back. Or should it really be taken the way it should be taken? Meaning, you know what? We're not going to pay you back if we don't win.
Someone took that out of context by look.
Was it taken out of context?
Yeah, by looks of it, it was something. I think it's relating to something Caleb said.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is it was shared with me. We just share the news. We don't confirm the news. We don't have to be right today. We don't have to be right tomorrow. 'Cause,
Hey, it is correct, just out of context.
Come on, guys. We would never take anything out of context just to make fun of our enemies.
Never.
Never. We're too good for that. Okay.
Look. We have a disclaimer. It's in the ping. You are joining us for all the riveting war updates we can make up. So
That is true. That is true. We can say that.
we disclaimed this one.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I got things I gotta take care of.
All right.
Later,
Thank you.
All right, mate.
Take care, brother. Alrighty.
Miller asking, how do we plan to pay it back if we lose? Realistically, war bonds were always a function of, hey, we need cash quickly, and we don't want to crash the Jita market dumping a bunch of our long-term assets. You know, like,
The
for
assets
example,
are-
Time out.
For example, the trillion plus ISK that Minna dropped on us when the Horn of Gondor was sounded in Moongu.
3 trillion.
You know, it was a bunch of Moongu. I don't know the. All right, Caleb. I don't know the specific value of the Moongu.
It was
Screw me,
it was
I'm
about
not an
between
industrial
3
guy,
and 4
but-
trillion total that he basically just dropped in the face of the Imperial.
Oh, yeah,
but ultimately, you know, there's the kind of sort of assets that we're talking about. You don't just casually drop a trillion ISK's worth of Moongu on the Jita market and expect it all to sell at the price that you want. So, yeah, if you want to convert cash and leverage assets, that's a good way to do it.
By the way, Goomba Freehand, excellent comment in chat. Billy's next comment is, if they don't jump when I say jump, I won't pay their bonds. Jump, damn it! Boom.
Still watching this active conversation going now because
Well, to be fair, in an alliance that is meant to be, be able to sort of strategically hold its own. If your guys aren't jumping when you say jump, there's something wrong with your leadership.
Yeah, maybe it's because they make
Would you
shitty
jump?
decisions when they're jumping fucking Titans.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Like, it might be because
Literally
of
everyone-
previous experience with jumping Titans to Sinos.
I would just like to know exactly how it's a bond if he can discriminate individuals and not pay their interest rates.
I didn't understand a word of that, Caleb.
Yeah,
talking.
I understood it. I was
it
just
must
like,
be it must
why?
be me. I don't understand bonds. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you don't.
You know nothing,
You clearly
Caleb.
Have you ever heard of something like that, Eric? Like
What?
Shares where you can discreetly discriminate who gets the dividends, and the same with interest rates. I'd just like to know how that works.
Well, you can
That's
if you create
kinda like-
a separate class.
Yeah, that
shares
means
and
that you have
bonds.
2 classes of.
That means you've
of
actually
bonds, right?
issued 2 types with different risk factors. Yes, but if you've issued one, no, you
Multiple
can't.
classes of bond citizen.
If that's true, can we clarify which alliances got given which class of bonds?
No, because
Well-
it's a black box. It's
No.
like it's
No.
like
No, you
There's a very easy
misunderstand,
answer to
Caleb. Test get the real ones, and everyone else receives value, right?
Value.
I was going to say,
Value.
like leadership get the correct bonds,
Oh,
and everyone else gets the value bonds.
Casimir is now going to be talking about finances with Billy and TIS. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh wait, Casimir. Oh,
They're in chat. It's just chitty chat. But they might be on tomorrow. We'll find out. So this will be funny because Zenaria right now is like baiting all of them into talking like crazy, which
Oh my
is
God.
hilarious.
Don't,
So
don't-
now I'm just
don't say
watching
that
Zenaria.
name.
You know what?
What's all that? Are you scared of Zenaria? Is that we're finding out? The German
No.
is scared of him.
No, I'm not scared. I'm annoyed.
There you go. Big difference.
You're annoyed by everyone, Soft. That really isn't that hard.
It's not true.
That
That's
certain person can do it a lot. Let's be real.
Kiromancer said something in chat there. He had a vision of Mittens covered in moon goo, right? And when I read that, I pictured. Did you guys ever watch History of the World Part 1?
Cat.
Okay, the treasure bath.
Oh, I thought it was some of that
Treasure
kinky.
bath.
I thought it was
Treasure
that
bath.
kinky Japanese slime stuff.
Oh, I was thinking like Nickelodeon, like slime from like
the green slime. Yeah,
green slime. That's what it made me think of because like.
Thank God I didn't grow up at an age where I had to watch that show. Oh my God, I hated that.
Yeah, I mean when you were still were you still watching the cavemen fight when you were born?
Ooh,
We
fighting
actually
words.
had on the Saturday, the Saturday cartoons. We had Captain Caveman. He was great. Captain Caveman rocks, motherfucker. Don't you be making fun of him.
That's fair.
The Flintstones. You know.
I mean,
That's right. You know, Wilma was everybody's first redhead. I'm just telling you. So, Matani.
No, I Love Lucy. Lucille Ball was everybody's first redhead.
Yeah, but yeah, it's true.
I didn't realize she was a redhead for a very long time.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
it's
in
hard
black
to tell,
and white.
but yeah.
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 The Jetsons.
I grew up watching that.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, Judy was also a redhead, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Yeah, and so was Daphne.
Something.
There's
the
a lot of
characters.
A lot of redheads in cartoons, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, my favorite was Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner and Coyote. Those are my two favorites. That was funny. Those were the funniest ones. All right, folks. So we got Dawn.
What?
I'm gonna tell you, the Instapot is amazingly good for any soup that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes and you have a soup. But that's a little bit of a misnomer when they say, hey, your soup's ready in 20 minutes. It means it cooks for 20 minutes. But there is also coming up to temperature and pressure time before and after, depending on how it does its thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's still way quicker. It's like your soup cooked on the stove all day long. And it's just perfect. So good. So,
yeah,
yes.
so we're gonna try it tonight and see if we can figure it out. And if not, I'm sure I can use the same. The recipe's also like perfectly fine to use on the stovetop. It's just gonna take longer.
Yeah, we actually stick ours on the stove. Didn't use it.
We'll make it work. So now I'm watching Wibla and Billy and Zenuria and company talk about Ringu. It's not as much spice.
I don't have the patience for the conversation. I don't care.
I can't. I there's certain things I just can't watch. It's like watching a fucking horse die sometimes. When like, just don't want to watch that.
I don't want to watch anything die.
Chicken.
What? What?
Chasing the rabbit right over the hill, Soth.
Chickens are mean.
Roosters are mean.
No, chickens are too.
So is this where we find out Soth is scared of chicken?
My dad told me a story about chickens when he was a kid yesterday. It's like, did I ever tell you this story? He's 75, right? 76, sorry. He's like, did I ever tell you this story? I'm like, no, this must be the one story in your life that you never told me, Dad. And it was true. I had never heard it before.
I mean, I've actually seen a decapitated chicken running away. So, yeah. Fucking chickens.
Brisk appears to be chatting to us from the shower.
I watched the...
Talking about the M2 monument. Speaking of, we haven't really discussed the M2 monument yet today.
Well, I mean, Brisk makes a very good point. They better put at least we tried or something like that on the monument.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, and we'll pull up the dev blog to drop in Twitch chat, but there's actually going to be a massive monument to the various battles, or specifically the massacre of M2, but I believe it's commemorating both events over there. And yeah, the art team's done a fantastic job on this monument. There's bits of various design aspects. There's some Titan kind of imagery folded in there somewhere. There's a Sino kind of esque thing in the middle of it, and it's apparently going to be huge. So yeah, really, really interesting to see that we're getting this memorialized, and just generally that dev blog as well is one of those really interesting things that CCP Aurora has been writing recently. There's a bunch of like fun, nerdy spreadsheets.
Everybody get ready for it. Sorry.
You know, there you go, Sothrasil.
Door.
There we go.
You want to come wave to Soth? Come on over.
Also...
You got to get in the camera here. Just wave to Soth. All right, there you go. She did that for you, Soth. That was the youngster, number 3. Up, and here comes number 1. Soth appreciated both of you opening the door for me.
I'm gonna do it again.
She's gonna do it again for you too. All right, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Do you label them numerically because due to favoritism or
order they came into my life?
Ah, okay.
So
That's fair.
The wife, capital letters. The wife, capital, is number 1. Sorry, I completely interrupted you rudely.
So yeah, there's a couple of really fun nerdy facts in there. Like, for example, all of the Titan wrecks put together had a mass of some 591 trillion kilograms, which is apparently enough to be a dangerously large asteroid. Then there's also the approximate mass of all the Titans involved in the massacre, which was apparently some 3 quadrillion almost kilograms, and this is apparently just a bit more massive than a specific minor planet that sparked a project at MIT to consider how to defend the Earth from a potential impact. So, you know,
I love the phrase after that. Come on, where they say the best plan they come up with was using, what was it, 100
6 100 megaton nuclear warheads, and pray that solved the problem.
Yeah,
because
because
if it didn't, then we're fucked.
Yeah, CCP has also done a bunch of like energy calculations on the guns that were used and everything else. Apparently, it comes out to over 100 billion terajoules of energy. The rough estimates based on something. Anyway, really interesting.
Like a supernova or something like what?
I don't know what the conversion there is, or a contrast.
Let me bring
easier for you to understand. But anyway, really interesting dev blog. Really cool monument, and definitely some other cool facts and fantastic bits of pictures in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely recommend anybody who's interested gives it a read.
It is a really, I mean, let's put it this way. We were just talking about the art department earlier, right? They were great fun when they came on and things like that. I mean, this is like a cool monument.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
I mean, it just looks cool. You know, so I mean, you know, they spent some time. They did something nice.
There is,
like,
pretty legit, man. Like
Goonie
beyond
DuPont
legit.
sorry, actually, Goonie DuPont makes an amazing comment in chat. Monuments to Imperium Titan fight victories. 2. Monuments to test for any reason.
0.
That's because Test won't take a Titan fight that they know they can't win. Or that they know they can't lose. However you say it. They won't take a Titan fight where there's a chance they'll lose.
Basically where they
On
don't
their
have
own.
number of 3 to 1.
Yeah, on their own. I just hope that gets all the Test people all stirred up like, rah, 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 rah.
So, question: did Test actually? Stupid question. Did Test have any Titans in BTACR?
Pretty sure they did. I'd have to double check though. I'm pretty sure they did.
I was thinking like that reminded me of a quote, a Xerxes quote, in actual fact.
Xerxes quotes are always good.
It's nobler to have courage as we stumble into half the things that we fear than analyze every possible obstacle and begin nothing. Great things are achieved and built by embracing great dangers.
So,
And we have monuments to that fact. And Test, you have none.
I saw something on Reddit that made me remember. Billy said at the beginning of the war that we would lose 30% of our member base. And I feel like, I mean, obviously some alts or people are going to come back and forth because of, bit life and needing a break or stuff like that. That's fine. But I feel like, aren't we gaining people? We just got Siberian Squad, and we got French Connection at the beginning, and we've had another group join us in the middle too.
So
yeah.
Siberian Squad has gone full circle and come from being part of Legacy side to being part of our side now, right?
But they were our side, Legacy side, our side. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's even one more because Siberian has been around for a while.
Yeah, I get you.
It'll be nice to have more Russians on our side.
Yeah, we had Red Alliance kind of come over as well.
There we go. That's the group is Red Alliance.
Because I need to update the campaign thing, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Because
oh, poor you! I have to edit basically every chat channel we use to include them.
Oh, well, let me get my little violin out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have to update all the boost channels, Saw?
Yeah, probably Lottie channels too, unless Reva has already done it.
Is there not a setting for those to just set it up to standings? Or is that too simple for it to have ever been implemented?
Nope. that
would
is
mean
not
that
an option.
That would mean it wouldn't have got overlooked, when they did the changing to, how you can do standing and stuff.
Honestly, yeah, when they redid the chat systems, they should have made them ACL based as well.
Dude, what I would give to have ACL controlled chats.
CCP, please. Kaka, please.
I don't think Kaku can actually fix that because after they moved the hosting, it needs a complete rework to do something like that.
Thank you for calling me horrendous, but I'm not.
Who?
I don't know who did.
Oh, Goonie.
When I look at Dotlin and I look up Goonswarm Federation, I'm not sure how to read the dates at the bottom and where it goes, right? But I can tell you recently, yes, it's an upward trend.
I will say one thing I kind of see that's funny is the fact that Init currently holds more Soth than Goons, which is just hilarious to me.
No. Goons actually have one Soth. They have 0.
Goons don't have Soth. Goons
we're
don't
in
exist.
Saranen, aren't we? We're in Saranen.
Yes, we're in Saranen. Yes, very much so.
Just out of interest, when can I log in my Titan in 93PI?
I think we're talking about next month.
Next month
We
we're
have
getting
no
out of
Titans.
90. Oh yeah, we got to move that super fleet out of there.
No Titans. No Titans. No supers. They were all dead. They died.
Trapped in 93PI, is it?
Now
we're working on happy timelines for a breakout here, right? It's going to take another month or so.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
I mean, do you want to take a guess how many of them logged in right before downtime today?
I'd say probably a good 20. Maybe 20?
None. I'm going to say none.
How do you think that one Civ Squad Titan feels? The one Civ Squad Titan that's trapped in the bubbles.
Oh, he's going to be super happy.
He's going to be so happy.
He can literally just log in, know that he's blue, and just slowly edge out and be like, thank fucking Christ.
Hey guys.
Hi.
He can literally record it and just be like, you know what? That little golden ticket from Brisk worked.
Oh my god, yes. This is how we need to advertise the golden ticket, right?
Yep.
Brisk, do that for the minute earlier. Go.
Does that mean the one golden ticket is now taken, though?
I don't think it was the golden ticket. I don't think it was.
I'm joking, Mike. For fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you.
The rest are now iron tickets, right?
I think that no, we were talking about this. It's silver tickets.
I mean,
Mike,
the value keeps decreasing.
If you want to know,
Sherar's got it. He got to go to the Matani chocolate factory.
If you want to know if the golden ticket is still available, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, you got to talk to Dirk Satil.
Yes, he's a very important diplomat.
Very important diplomat.
VIPD.
That or you email Marana Bellari.
I did very important diplomats.
Yes,
suddenly
absolutely.
couldn't use
There is a list of diplomats. You should absolutely feel free to email everyone.
Absolutely. Everybody loves
emailing Marana is definitely going to work out. And,
you know what? You know what? The real way to do it is just to alliance email everyone.
Right. Please, when you are sending these diplomatic emails, please make sure that you loop the Matani in right away.
Absolutely, he loves to be carbon
definitely
copied.
CC.
Also, another person you need to loop, you should loop in is Mad Cows. He's the Israd diplomat.
Mm.
And obviously,
and you know what? Just for good measure, you should also CC Don.
I don't care about emails.
Don will probably respond back.
Oh, I have email.
I would respond back because I'm not some fucking like pansy over here being like, I don't like emails. Oh my god, why is it blinking?
Like,
I don't give a shit.
Send me a form. Like it's like when people email me about SRP, like FCSRP. I'm just like, fucking form PM me. I don't read my emails because I'm not always on my main.
Scooter is extremely.
Well, I am.
Hey,
So.
by the way, yes, absolutely put Scooter on the email. He's very helpful. Very helpful.
He will ensure that you get out of that camp.
It's only a single B though. Just to be clear, if you're even mailing Scooter, it is Scooter
1B.
McCabe with one B.
One and only one B. Vanna, I'd like to buy a B. No, sorry.
If it is caped by incompetence, what are the people still doing camped in? Well, you know, not everyone can be a master clothier.
Not everyone can sacrifice Titans to get this right now.
I presume Hatchet is on our side, right? Saying if it's camped by incompetence, why are people still stuck there?
Yeah.
Yes, we may be incompetent, right? I don't deny that.
Isn't that making
but we're
fun
more
of them, not us?
competent than them. Yes.
Okay.
It means we're still more competent than them.
The funny thing is, the joke has always been that goons have always been fucking terrible at tackling supers and titans, yet they were able to fucking cat.
We're doing better than
supers and titans.
We're doing better than Legacy did during fucking during UELX.
We don't have to tackle them if they are locked out in a bubble can. Like that's the trick. You gotta know what you can and can't do.
You take the pilots out of the equation and it becomes a lot easier.
Honestly, how many do you reckon are still going to be stuck there a year from now?
A year from now? Ooh.
Yeah, I know it is a crazy question to ask.
One.
A year from now, I'd say 20.
Yeah,
I reckon there's people that are going to walk away and just never come back. Right.
There'll be a few people who get busy this year for whatever reason or whatever. There will be Titans on accounts that will be there forever at this point.
And ever, and ever.
Which is kind of rough.
You got the people who rage quit like Ron, and some of those people aren't going to come back, you know?
But he doesn't have to worry about a Titan, so...
Yeah, because... You know what? He deserved to lose that fucking Titan. He was running mid-grades in a mid-grade fucking amulet pod. Like, no, he deserved to lose that Titan, and he shouldn't get SRP'd by test, and that's my opinion. If you're that bad, you run mid-grade amulets in a levy. No,
well, it's a good thing you're not in charge of our SRP program, then, are you, Mike?
And you know the other thing is
mid-grade amulets, not.
It doesn't matter. You still, if you lose a Titan in an Imperium op ordered by a capital FC, they will SRP you. It may not be as much as you want, or they may have, require you to pay for those implants or things like that, but you will get SRP.
You may feature on a ping.
Yeah, you'll get laughed at, but you're still going to get SRP unless you're a fucking twat waffle.
I mean, Ron Ron can't go, oh, I don't have ISK, because Ron has plenty of fucking ISK lives.
It doesn't matter. All the people, Zunkin had lost two titans in the first thing, and he's getting SRP. Hippojax lost 4 of them in the first M2 fight, and he's still getting SRP, and they have a shit ton of more money than Ron does.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that Ron had no fucking reason not to have fucking Nirvanas in.
Shit happens, yo.
Fuck. No, shut the fuck up.
No. Don't be.
I just
Can
want
I
to say,
address this?
the only thing I got out of
people are
that.
getting-
Hold on. The only thing I got out of that whole argument conversation was twat waffle. That's funny.
Yeah. So I want to address something else here. Someone said that Ron has a load of ISK, and I want to rope Dave in on this one as well, right? Given what we've learnt about content creators this week, I have a feeling that Ron doesn't have that much ISK because he's doing it in RMT giveaways on his
Oh my
stream.
god. Such a non-conversation.
I have nothing to say about this.
I mean, it is legal now, so Sanctioned by CCP.
Sanctioned?
If CCP want their streamer to RMT shit, then that's up to CCP. Like, if that's what they're happy with, then that's what they're happy with. I think it's a fucking dumbass decision, but, well, it's up to them.
Okay, right. So, yeah, it may be a bit of a dumbass decision, but, the other kind of thing is if you really consider what other games companies are offering to streamers in order to promote their products, you'd be surprised how minor that is in comparison to some things.
It's less about what CCP are doing and more about what certain players are doing with what CCP's given them, right?
Oh, no. I totally understand where you're coming from. Like, you can literally sell, you can sell ISK, you can sell anything in-game, ISK, Plex, skins, items, officer mods, Nixes, Titans, whatever. Like, you just need to do it in that particular way, and it's not technically illegal RMT.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So, yeah, I get it.
the one thing...
Or just logged in a fax and just lost it.
Nice. He probably is watching the show like, yes, to end my misery. Ah!
Hey, he probably went, wait, so is the camp gone? Oh, the camp's gone. I must log in. Oh, no, wait, it's stuck.
Board members, the camp is totally gone. Log in your Titans. Just wait for me to jump mine in.
So you're going to be the flagged horde Titan.
Why
that
is
way they know it's
Brisk
safe?
saying, here we go?
Hey, I don't know, but Wizard UK, because I have my thing set up wrong, we can't see that he just subbed with Prime. That's remember
Nice.
for 18 months. Remember, you do get one free Twitch show subscription if you've got Amazon Prime, and we always like you to use it here on Imperium News. Cost you nothing. That's Bezos bucks, baby.
Oh, yeah. Risk is on the, it's not RMT. It's just cheap advertisement.
Is it still Bezos books though?
No, it's
Bezos
I
books,
forgot
though?
his name, but it's whoever
Jassy.
it is now.
Jassy. He's the head of AWS, right? Which AWS...
Jassy bucks.
AWS, well, but not till 3Q, so it's still Bezos bucks for a couple months. So, I mean, we're only, we're still in 1Q here, so. But yeah, I mean, most people don't realize most of Amazon's money comes from AWS, not from selling stuff on the website.
Mm-hmm.
So, AWS is not
offsets
awesome.
like
AWS is
90% of it, doesn't it?
expensive. And no, it is not that often when you look at their services. OCI is much better, folks, and cheaper. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm having trouble following Brisk's conversation, but yeah. But who cares?
He heard us mentioning streamers doing RMT.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
come in to defend them.
We're gonna have to give away some stuff on this show in a couple weeks here, so yeah. We'll just give some shit away.
Only if they pay us.
No, I don't care. I don't care. Anybody who's, just listened to us yammer for any amount of time deserves to be rewarded because we're so bad.
All right, just
Yes.
to clarify, I've got to say this because Shirar in Twitch chat is asking if CCP has said paywalls are okay. Right, what's happening here is that a streamer who makes basically the entire premise of the Reddit thread was going after a specific streamer and then extrapolating across all EVE streamers to say this particular streamer who makes his money from his Twitch stream has a community goal, which is, you know, a level 5 hype train. Now, what this means is that his viewers have donated bits, they've donated Twitch subs, blah, 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 and, you know, that gets them to this hype train that happens on Twitch. At that
And
point,
essentially,
that streamer will then do a giveaway for, I believe the Reddit post was about the specific EVE partner skins, which are kind of cool skins. They're exclusive items. They're really cool. But here we are going, you know, oh, this is RMT. No, this is a community goal. Anybody who watches his stream and gets in on the giveaway, however he runs it, has a chance to win the skin. Even if you haven't subbed to his channel, haven't donated bits, done anything like that, it's in the EVE community content creation guidelines that you cannot put your giveaways behind a paywall and only open it to people who are paying you. It's just not allowed. If you get caught doing it, you will eat a ban.
And you can't increase the odds of people who have paid to you. So the people who have paid for that hype train to actually to function for the giveaway to occur, they don't get any additional like better odds, you know, in terms of getting the prize.
Now, that said, yes, it is following all the rules. That said, there is something to be questioned about. Is it right for them to be paywalling giveaways?
These have been the content creation rules for years now.
About the last 3 years, yeah. After, oh god, I don't even remember what it was that caused the change.
This is a whole deal, and you know, if you honestly think that the EVE partner guys who are doing these giveaways with these exclusive skins aren't under more scrutiny rather than less, you're probably, you know, completely misreading the situation already. So, you know, these guys, they're not going to fuck up their relationships with CCP by breaking the guidelines that CCP have put in place. It's one of those things where it's completely by the rules, and so, you know, the moment you put in that this is RMT, this is just CCP doing their advertising. This is CCP doing community advertising without actually having to effectively pay out in, you know, sponsorship fees or what have you. That's just how
because hey, you know, yeah, sure, okay, the content creator makes the money off of giving the skins outright. Yes, it's paywalled. It's kind of that way around doing, as you say, right, sponsorships.
There is, however, another problem with the partner program, which Galaxia actually already hinted at in chat. And that's, as far as I understand, you only stay in the program if you stay positive about CCP on everything you put out.
I just... Stuff.
If that was true, INN would be out a long time ago.
I'm holding my hand up here right now. I'm an EVE partner through the INN system. I'm in their Discord. Well. I'm getting a skin every month. They're cool skins.
As long as we're not abusive.
I have not seen anything that suggests that I cannot criticize CCP when I think that they're doing something wrong. And if they thought that I was overly harsh on this show in my various op-eds that I've written for INN, you know, just generally, then they would have said, no, you can't have this guy, you have somebody else. Like, that would have been their decision. But they're happy with that, apparently, in that I'm in the program. So, yeah, I've not seen anything that suggests I have to stay positive about them.
Well,
so
I think the intent isn't that you constantly bash them, right? Because, I mean, we hit on them a little bit here on the show, and I certainly do as well. But at the same time, when they do good things, we're all over it, right? So when they do good things, we're all over it. You got to be fair.
Whilst true, there is also a question of how much are we getting away with simply because INN tied to Imperium. Biggest group, right? Well, now second biggest, because Silent Company just took
can't show
over.
favoritism like that. They'll get
They
killed.
can't, but I mean, I don't want to say they can selectively enforce, right? But it will be case by case, and if there is a smaller content creator that they can push around easier, it's going to happen.
No,
because let's
I
be
don't
real.
think- remember-
If they came to INN and went, guys, stop talking shit about us, even if it was just a one-off.
When they were mad
everyone-
at us, they did it.
Yeah,
Remember when they
but
stopped issuing
there
us?
would be uproar.
Well, no, they stopped issuing us passes to CCP and EVE events. They refused
That's not
us passes at one point. They stopped talking to us.
We've had our ups and downs with the CCP
Yeah.
community team, but like it's yeah, but I mean we still get interviews when we ask for them. You know,
Yeah.
we
There was a time when we didn't, though, and McLeod and I and a number of folks, we all lived through that. Yeah.
The no Scion.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is absolutely that. But we managed to come back from it, right? I say we. I'm here now. I wasn't here around then, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Imperium News came back from it. A smaller content creator would probably get killed off by something like that, not to come back.
Well, I
Like
mean, this
there is
where-
that unfair side effects part.
Depends on how
right?
good the content creator is, right? They can always stream EVE. They just can't give certain things away and be part of the program. But, you know,
You
people
say
that can watch
that,
'em,
but there are
watch
people
'em.
that they've openly banned before.
Sure. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I just don't think it's, you know, it's one of those things that just doesn't happen that much. I think CCP learned from, you know, their battle with the Imperium that it wasn't good for either entity, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, if they banned a small content creator that was popular, the community would move against CCP as well. I don't think. I mean, I think a lot of things about CCP, Hilmar, and everybody else, but I don't think, by and large,
They'd be dumb enough to do that.
by and large, that they would I think they've learned from that, right? So, and I'll take you to the whole. I mean, Falcon was terrible for CCP. I don't know what you guys think. The guy was a jag-off, and I knew it the moment I met him at Vegas personally. Okay, and then he just showed it when he arbitrarily did some things to some people that we all may know and love. Okay.
Well, not just that, but
and,
you know.
and he did it. And he did it in a way that was arbitrary and just terrible. I mean, he was a terrible person.
Yeah, and you know, when you say he did stuff, it's like, yeah, when I'm saying stuff about certain smaller content creators being banned for some reason, that was Falcon, because someone said something about him that he didn't like, so he just goes, "Yep, you're banned."
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, you learn from that as a company. And they did an internal investigation into that, and they really found that, yeah, the no Scions rule was, you know, Falcon and his girlfriend, right? Because they didn't, and they had too much power, and it wasn't, you know, I mean, in a corporation, in a company, any company, when you do things, there has to be accountability, and there has to be processes that you follow. And when you don't create those processes, that's when you have challenges, right? And I think CCP learned from that. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt until I see them do it. And by the way, should they do something like that to a smaller content creator, I mean, you bet it's fair game here on this show, right? You know, we just go. And by the way, I don't care if it's a Trappy, Pappy, whoever, you know, Brave, Horde. I don't care who that content creator is from, right? We don't really care. It's not because, you know, maybe they're not a goon that we wouldn't care. We would care, right?
As long as they genuinely didn't deserve it.
I mean, here's the deal. We have, you know, we have our various shows on INN, but we also have the written side, and I want to be very clear that anybody from the other side who wants to come and write for INN, you are perfectly welcome to come and make money off the INN platform. You know, come write some articles about your experience. Come write some articles about the news on your side. You know, we want to be presenting these things to people because, you know, it's interesting to know what the hell is going on from different perspectives. So, yeah, like, INN as an organization, sure, we're funded by the Imperium, and that there's a lot of Imperium members across the various shows and what have you, but we're also somewhat detached in that we want to hear from everyone. We want to present all of these different bits of news. We want the discussion, because the discussion is how shows like this, how our written articles and everything, the discussion is where these things really shine.
Yeah. I mean, a prime example. I mean, Philly's been on this show. We don't make fun of him.
I mean, hell, I think the first time I was on here, I was still Legacy, right? Nearly like 2.5 years ago.
We don't care. I mean, the reason people are on this show is because that, you know, all the people that are always on, you know, like Don, Dirk, Bargos, you know, Dave now, McLeod, obviously, Flood, RJ, Soth. You know, I mean, it's because it's fun to hang out and talk about Eve and the other things
Wow.
that we do.
I just get left off that list. Thank
You were first.
Was I?
He said Dawn.
Fuck off, you were first on the
Yeah,
list.
you were
Oh, okay.
first. Oh.
I didn't hear that part.
Preferential treatment
See,
complains.
you know, so here's my invitation of Dawn.
I was listening and I
Dawn
thought
was
I
there,
heard Dirk.
sitting in her chair, taking a little nap, and then she kind of woke up after her name was said, and then what?
Dawn has really selective spirit. Like, Dawn just has
I thought I heard Dirk instead.
I always said the
After
ladies
you.
first.
Oh, okay.
Dawn got a higher
Thank
position
you,
on the
Eric.
list than me and McLeod, and we've been here longer than her.
By the way, somebody asked how to use their Bezos bucks, and I know you figured it out, and I'm looking for, because I want to do a quick little, you know, shout out to a couple people. Miracle Zizo, thank you for the Bezos buck sub, and we're gonna go back through Kaldari
Bezo from the Zizo.
Kaldari Amar fan, thanks for the follow, and hopefully I got everybody there.
You know what we need?
Sinos.
I need
And,
someone to
Purgatory.
start.
Yes,
We need someone to start a Monday show.
a Monday show. Can we call
That way
it
we
Monday?
can get a nice spread throughout the week of different shows.
Is that what I need to do? Is
We
start a
need more
Monday show?
people.
Monday Mike Flood show?
Monday,
Yeah.
Mike.
If it wasn't like getting us
Monday Mike night?
all season, that'd be nice.
Monday mode.
Surely the Monday show will just be setting up for Trash Talk Tuesday.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know why Laces and Lace has to be on Thursdays as well. It's like at the same exact time as my show.
Or
I mean, I get 3 times the
don't-
numbers, but we don't need to talk
don't-
about that.
Hold on.
So,
We
so
had a
they were there first.
No, actually, they weren't. I started up 2 weeks prior to them, so.
Started off
Yeah,
like 2
so-
weeks after. I remember Dawn giving your shit about it.
Well, Dawn, I'm still hoping that you will actually join me and Mifune in developing a talk show, not directly about Eve, but very specifically for Eve players and how nerdy they are. And our working title is Talk Dirty to Me.
That's just
That's just gonna end horribly. That's gonna end horribly.
That'll get weird.
Sorry, nerdy.
soft.
That was
You
my
meant-
Freudian slip.
You meant to say talk nerdy to me?
Yeah. My Freudian slip. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what we like.
You know, I want to tell everybody just because the audience doesn't know this, right? So I get on, you know, Saturday morning and say, okay, who's here, who's not, what's going
Who's
on?
around?
Right? Do you know how many times Caleb says, "Oh, I'll be there"? No. Riv tells us that Caleb will or won't be here.
Yeah,
The
Caleb
person
was-
who never
Caleb
turns
was
up on the
told
show.
to.
That's because if you're asking when I'm not at my battle station, I can't answer. But
You don't have
as
it on
you
your
well
phone?
know,
You don't have your phone? What are
I
you?
don't have my
You're not-
phone.
Why- why
I'm
don't
not
you
checking my
look at
phone
the-
when I'm gaming or watching
Hey.
binge series on TV.
I don't want to say
So-
anything, but
Well, am I the only-
Brisk is watching this while he's in the shower, man.
I was
you
gonna
have
say,
no
I-
dedication to this show.
Why do I feel?
Honestly, You guys need to remember that, like, when Caleb started playing fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey, he literally disappeared, and people thought that he died for a while.
This is a serious question. Why do I feel like Caleb has like uses a BlackBerry phone for work? Why do I feel like he's one of the guys who's like BlackBerry?
Hold it. Does Caleb work?
No.
First of all, the whole work thing is just yucky, and BlackBerry makes it even more yucky. What do you think I am, Dirk McGurk from the '80s or something?
I could see you using a flip phone. I really could.
Whoa, no, let's not try
Galaxy
to
has got
about
it right.
flip phones.
Wait.
What-
Let's talk
what-
about
Galaxy is
you have to
Motorola.
decide.
Caleb
Okay,
has a
see,
Nokia 3310.
I did.
Hold on,
I
one at a
did
time.
want. I really did kind of want the StarTAC back in the day, but since everyone and their mother had the proper Nokias, and especially because the Matrix had just come out, and you had
that
to
phone
get
was
the flip phone, right? So
That's right,
not,
the Razor,
not,
baby.
not the proper flip phone, but the
Spring-loaded.
but the spring thing. So I got one of those instead. But StarTAC and the Nokia Flip has nothing in common with BlackBerry. BlackBerry is pretentious corporate bullshit, and it was
Well, I don't
always
know
crap.
because I didn't have a phone then. Like,
Motorola is just announced recently
Literally,
that they are bringing back the Razor.
I mean,
Yeah,
you,
but
if
I
you want,
love
if
the
you want to
Razor.
know
I
why,
still have a Razor upstairs.
if you want to know why
It's a new
BlackBerry-
touchscreeny one.
Ooh.
If you want to know why BlackBerry is is literally looked upon as being like, the phone that basically arseholes tend to sort of use, it's because BlackBerry messaging was basically sort of like a kind of like a sort of a miniature version of like the fucking like the private men's club kind of thing.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a point when I was 13 or 14 where, yeah, all the people at my school were like, "Oh, so what's your BlackBerry Messenger tag?"
Yeah, and it's like if you didn't have one, then it was like, oh, I'm not part of the cool crowd.
Yeah, this was
I have the proper
before the iPhone
Chinese
really took
spyware
off
phone.
for us.
Ah, Caleb has a spyware phone.
Yep, I have a Huawei.
Oh,
yeah,
you have a Huawei. Oh, Jesus
I
Christ!
just have an iPhone. Like that's always what I've had is iPhone.
When you're Caleb at Eve Meets, he might steal half your data on your phone for the Chinese.
He's the
recently
person
moved
they
away.
warn you against wiping your credit cards against, right?
So
Yeah.
what? Like, it's not like the U.S. manufacturers do the same. For the U.S. government.
I actually
Yeah, but-
recently
yeah,
moved
but-
away from
yeah,
that.
but-
You
the thing
even
is-
have laws
Yeah,
that
but the thing is,
allow you
Soth,
to do it, right?
the thing is, Soth, that information is going to a bunch of people who are incompetent. Whereas if it goes to China, we know that they'll be used in a very competent way.
Well, hold on, let's just be clear here. A formally incompetent government.
And just to
I
answer
don't know.
Chad,
Competent. Don't even at me with that.
I would
Administration may have changed, but
I would only spy for fraternity if I actually get some really nice options.
You want your fraternity's investors pass?
Options
Still-
at a good
still off-
price, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, McLeod. Sorry, Billy. I don't understand anything about options either.
Hey, I'm gonna
well,
pop
clearly
this.
because you're trying to get fraternity options.
So earlier my daughter ran over here, who is much older, but since we're talking about flip phones, I'm going to share this picture of the little one with you guys. There she is. I don't know how old she was there, but she was like very young, 2, 3, maybe 4. So that's her with her first flip phone.
I was so tempted to say something that
She's a little older now.
I was so tempted to say something that Ricky Gervais said in one of his comedy sketches.
But she has had an affinity for phones for a very long time. 5,000 ringtones, yeah. She does customize. She has a Samsung Galaxy 20 now, and yeah, she has it all customized and out.
They just added widgets to the iPhone, and it's like, oh, now one of my friends is going around spending hours just customizing it.
Oh, she will.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're up to 21, Dave. The 21 came out. She'll sit there and she'll sit there on video chat because it's got a video thing with her cousin, and they will play Roblox together. That's their big game, Roblox.
I'm pretty sure Samsung skipped from like the 12 to the 20 or something like that. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
they skipped a bunch.
They brought it up to 20.
It's a dangerous thing to do, and the reason why it's a dangerous thing to do is because so many people who are in lockdown, like the days are starting to like meld into each other. So suddenly you go from 12 to 21, and you think, hang on, did I just come out of a fucking coma or something like that?
Yeah. How many years have I been here now?
Did nobody notice Veni Vidi Vici lost a 263-man corp?
Shut up. No.
No, nothing happened. You saw
Nothing to
nothing.
see here.
I saw nothing. Okay.
So Caleb, just
the
a
enemy
quick
totally
question.
aren't losing corpse left, right, and center.
I've got a question for Caleb. Since he's looking at buying shares in various Alliance IPOs, when are you getting your Tranquility trading terminal installed?
Well, first he has to be an
I don't know if
investor to get into
if you had followed any of the recent debates I've had, and I've been like triggering all the Pappy Kool-Aid drinkers. I'm not really hot for TTT these days because during a war, I would say there is a non-zero chance that the whole TTT consortium will fold and someone will let's just say make high stake structures a problem. I know that there's a lot of people out there that do not like when I talk about this, but I don't think it makes any sense for two warring parties to be colluding for beer money.
So what you're saying is that you don't trust Tranquility Trading Technology to provide you with a Tranquility Trading terminal to access the ETH stock market?
No, because the only thing you get is added value, and that's it.
Hey,
Lumper just got timed out.
You don't get utility. You get added value. I don't know exactly what that is. It must be related to some of the same things that used to be the sales pitch for iPhone and Apple.
You get to have an air of superiority for some reason, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well,
it is the same as Apple. Remove one button and then claim it's for your own good.
Value is probably the word I hear most, guys, because selling anything, it's all about value now. It's
See, a real computer user is known for the fact that when he buys a mouse, he looks at, of course, the quality, but also functionality. So the more buttons, the better, right? iPhone and Apple users, single click, one button. What the fuck?
Well, there's not many buttons on the 20 Ultra.
By the way, I had one of those before, thinking, it might be interesting. It's fucking terrible.
Do you remember the Apple mouse that didn't even have a button?
It's got
where you
one
press
button
down on the whole mouse and that was click.
Oh fucking Jesus Christ!
So no button, like nothing. It was no button on it at all. That's hilarious.
Moomin says that if you look on Dotland, looks like Pappy lost 1,000 members in the last 7 days. What's up with that? He says.
We're trying not to have this conversation.
Yeah, we're not having this conversation. Sorry, move along. Nothing to see here.
But yes, they've lost a lot of members.
Since we're on the topic of tech, I think Bart Ghost needs to give me an apology and eat his hat.
What for?
For ARM processors.
Yes and no.
Because it's really hot right now. Everyone's talking about it now.
Apple have pulled out some pretty impressive stuff with the M1 and their upcoming stuff. However, no one else has managed to accomplish it.
Frisk hat. His hat. not eat my ass. I would
Yeah,
not
no,
ask him.
no.
I would not ask Bartgos to do that. Not in public. I would do that in private, and I would
believe
assume that
something
he
was
would say
said,
yes.
I believe something like that was said 2 years ago, right? At the 2019 June Goon Meet.
I can neither confirm or deny any of that.
Me neither.
I just know that Dirk was there, so he might be able to confirm, but he will do so in private.
What can I confirm or deny?
I think he was too. I think he'll claim he was too inebriated.
Sorry, I was answering a question in a different Discord server. What am I confirming or denying?
Whether or not there was any recreational ass eating at the 2019 Goon Meet.
No comment.
What?
See, that woke Dawn up right away.
I love how
See,
you.
yes,
I love how you preface that with recreational, like there was other.
Is there a professional ass eating competition or something?
There's just
Like,
that's
it's called Billy on
what you
TIS.
wake up for. That frightens me.
No, Dawn, we are all amateurs. Seriously, we're all amateurs.
Don, I can tell you that I'm definitely not going to look it up. Because I'm kind of scared of the results.
Yep.
I'm sure there are professional ass eaters. That's called a porn star.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we are not professional because none of us will get paid. We might pay,
Listen.
but we're definitely not getting paid.
I was gonna say porn stars get paid and they get taxed, so therefore it's an actual profession.
You know, I regret even mentioning whether there are different variations now.
Of what? God, please. I don't know if I want the answer to that question.
We've been talking about the answer to that like for the past 5 minutes now.
So scary. I'm sitting here going, yeah, you know, I still have a Palm 3C color upstairs somewhere, and that's what I'm thinking of, and you guys go right in ass eating. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but okay.
And apparently chat likes it.
Sharad, there's one issue with Sharad's
Hey. No
I
kidding.
believe we are considered content creators. Are we not, due to this stream?
Oh, we're content creators. We may not be after this show, but you know, it's probably the ass eating clause.
If
They're
Theta
out.
Thursday can be partners as well, it's fine.
Well, and
Look,
for
no
and
kink shaming. They know this very well.
Just for Brisk, it's not that we're stealing your thunder on the Meta Show. We are pushing you to actually innovate and come up with some new kinks to throw out there. I'm sure there must be plenty that we haven't touched on this show yet. So
We're
let's,
also prepping the crowd ready for your show, right?
Yeah, we're like
I
the
mean,
opening.
we're
act.
fluffing. We're the fluffing show.
The fluffing.
Oh God.
Galaxia's got a really good question.
I like how
in
Brisk
Twitch
got
chat,
all
by the
upper
way.
characters. You know, he's a little
Like-
upset.
Galaxia's got some really great questions.
He's no
in
longer
Twitch
going to
chat.
call us the sister show anymore. We're just going to be like, yeah, those assholes that
Oh.
come before us.
It's called honey barbecue. You get best of both worlds.
Yeah,
So
I'm with Dawn here. Like, you go with honey or barbecue glazed ribs? Nah, like a
Honey
nice
barbecue.
sweet honey barbecue sauce is
Now,
great.
I like my ribs with sauce on them, but a nice good dry rub is as long as the meat's really tender is really really good too. There's this one place, and it's the weirdest
Please
place
don't
to.
mix this up with other things you like.
Yeah. No.
I'm choosing my words.
No kink shaming, please.
So there's so my parents own a boat. It's a 9-person speedboat, and the lake that we keep it on has one restaurant that is part of the marina, and they have the what's it called? It's like the Wolf Lodge or something like that. I don't remember, but they have the best ribs that I've had that like don't have sauce on them. Now, Indiana's not known for its like ribs, so like I don't get to have a lot of choices. But they don't have a sauce on it. It's just a dry rub. But oh my god,
It
just falls off the bone.
Food.
The one food that Indiana's famous for inventing is the giant pork tenderloin. where you smash it out, like you use it basically. You smash it out to be really, really big and really, really flat, and then you put it on a tiny bun, so you have to like fold it over.
I think it was very. I think it was quite elegant the way we went from salad tossing to meat rubbing. I think, and I think Dawn, you handled that amazingly.
Oh, Jesus, there's
Listen, I'm keeping it together over here.
Thank God somebody is.
Somebody misinterpret the food section of the show this week.
Well,
No. We're doing. We
only have one more minute.
Dave, we're putting double entendre in double entendre.
Our numbers went up too as we. I thought people would leave, but more people joined in.
Well, we don't have time.
Clearly, they're enjoying it.
We don't have time for one last thing unless we do it really quick, guys. Because
we should do that.
It is 3:00 here on the East Coast of the United States. By the way, there were no United States Twitch entry points for us to use. We're actually coming to you live via Quebec. So,
Eric, we could do one last word.
One last word, Soth. What's your word?
Just shiny.
Shiny. RJ? He fell asleep. Mike?
Fucking poach Siku already.
That's more than one word. McLeod?
People hate this word, but moist.
Moist. I'm telling my friend Julie. Dirk?
Welcome, Sib Squad.
It's like 5 words or something. Don?
It was 3. Fuck you.
Savory.
Caleb?
Well, we've had salad tossing and we've had
That's
meat
2 words.
rubbings.
That's 3
No.
words.
So I will end with the word pie.
Pie. Okay, Dave, I skipped you. What?
Good.
Good. Bargosht.
Okay. Fail cascade.
It probably.
I mean,
is
can I have a hyphen in? I'll accept that.
Yeah, accepted. Yeah. Go to the judges.
Stuff like that.
No, sorry. Yeah. Worst poem ever.
That's our
Yeah, I
high
was
cue.
thinking we were going to go with
Head
shiny
if you like.
something.
I'm going with bye. Thank you, everybody, for the subs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for putting up with our insanity for another weekend. We will see you next weekend. At least most of us will. I may not. Depends. But you guys have a great weekend. And thank you, everybody, for being on the show and making it such a great show. And we love you all. And, thanks for watching, even though we made Brisk mad. Sorry, Brisk, but we're not sorry. Actually,
That show in an hour.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. We'll see you guys later. Meta shows in an hour. Be here. Thanks, folks.
Bye, guys.